So, Paul, 3-1 up, 5 minutes to go, and bet you thought this was going to be a different interview to the one we're going to do.
Yeah, I think when you look at the second half, I don't think we played particularly well in the first half, but showed a different side to us for 40 odd minutes in the second half, and got into a commanding lead to throw the game away in 8 minutes, not just to draw it but to lose it. I'm running out of words to actually describe it, but once again, I use the word, people are going to get sick of it, consistency, mindset. I'm going to keep mentioning it because it's that will ultimately build a squad that will take the club forward. So I'd like to think I'm annoyed, but I've gone past annoyed. I'm getting to the point now where I'm fuming. So it's going to be a tough weekend ahead.
If we go back through the game, 2 silly penalties really given away for each side, made it 1 each. How did you see those?
Well, both were penalties. It's as simple as that. No complaints about their penalty. It was a penalty. And likewise, I thought ours was a penalty. The period after that, I thought it was excellent. Played on the front foot, attacked them, got the ball into good areas wide, and created 1 or 2 chances and scored a couple of goals. But to take this club forward now, there needs to make some. I need to make some big decisions. I've been here 6 games now. Been watching, listening, and more importantly, learning about the whole place, and more importantly about the group of players that I've got. We've gone through everything with a tooth comb in terms of what I expect, roles and responsibilities, the shape of the side, and that sort of lack of consistency keeps coming back to haunt us. So I'm going to have to go away this weekend and make some really, really tough decisions. Probably tough decisions that, if I'm going to be frank and honest, need to be made anyway. And that's not due to the fact that we've lost today. It's that when I came to this football club, I understand what the chairman wants, I understand what the board want, I understand what the supporters want, and to do that, we've got to act, and we've got to instill certain ingredients into the football club, which I aim to do.
You weren't helped a lot, really. If you think before the game, Danny Livesey, who has been waiting for a game for about 6 weeks, gets injured in the warm-up, and then 17 minutes in, you lose one of your 2 main centre-halves in Steve Williams.
That's been the story since I've been here in 6 weeks. I've not probably had chance to pick my strongest 11 as of yet. But that wasn't the reason why we lost the game today. I'm not one for making excuses. It's the 11 out there that got themselves into a 3-1 lead. Like you say, it's a group dynamics thing why we lost the game. You're looking for, once individuals are out there, you're looking them to galvanise each other and to, we should have won that game in the last 8 minutes ugly. And I'm not too sure we can do that at the minute. I'm not too sure we can properly grind out a result because of like I say, a lack of mindset, and that's something that I've got to change. I want to put pressure on myself. I want to put pressure on everyone at the football club to achieve and to succeed. And like I say, to do that, I think that the chairman's brought me in to make some tough decisions, and I want to put together a group of people that by the time we arrive at the beginning of next season, we've got that sort of consistency and mindset that will take us forward and make us, or turn us into something that makes people smile.
If you're Gary Brab in mind, you must be very pleased with how your players dug in and carried on right to the end. You've got to give Tranmere some credit as well.
Look, we're talking about a massive football club that was sort of plying the trade as high as the Championship not long ago. But Gaz has got his own job to do. I'm not worried about other football clubs. I'm more concerned with why we didn't win that game today, and what are we now? We're 25, 26, 27 games into the season, and this keeps happening. This is not a thing that's happened all of a sudden. This is the thing that's the lack of consistency is what's happened all season, and
letting in too many goals.
Of course, and when I came here, the main thing was to try and keep clean sheets initially, to give us a base. But people return to, after the initial period of adrenaline, new manager coming in, you're looking for players to really force an issue with me and to really show me that they want to be a champion. They want to go forward. They want to win. They want to have a pride about what they do. But football catches you out as life does. If you're not consistent with it, it comes back to haunt you. And this is happening too often. So I know what needs doing. I've probably known since I've been at the football club. It's unfortunate that another manager lost his job 6 weeks ago, which is not nice. And the cause of that is still hanging around a little bit in terms of the lack of consistency. So look, I've got to act. I've got to make big decisions. I'm probably going to annoy some people. I'm probably going to upset some people, but it's my job to do that. I want to take the club forward, and the only way I'm going to do that is by being ruthless. And that's what I'll do.
So we've got the FA Trophy next weekend, which makes your task of bringing new players in a bit tricky because a lot of them could be trophy tied.
Yeah, but there's going to be no easy way. When I first came into this football club, this football club was part-time last year. It's got a great tradition, and it's had its bad times, of late. What I want to do is come in here, build this, this football club, and put a smile on the people of Barrow's face. That's going to take a bit of time. That's going to take a bit of time, and it's going to take a bit of hardship. And what I mean by that is I'm going to upset some people. I know I am, but I did it in my previous club, and I made them successful. The blueprint is exactly the same, with Barrow. There's a desire for the chairman to take the club and make it competitive at the top of this league, and then ultimately turn it into a football league club. Nothing will make me happier, nothing will make the supporters happier than us doing that. But like I say, where we are at this minute, we need to take stock. We need to have a look at realistically how far we are away from this. And I'm probably contradicting myself now, but I want things done yesterday. It's a horrible trait, I know it is, and it's frustrating me at the minute, but it'll make me act, it'll make me make tough decisions, and I think ultimately it'll make Barrow Football Club successful in the short, medium and long term.
Thanks very much, Paul.
Thank you.